Let's speak now to my colleague Mahlako Komani, who is waiting at the airport. So, Mahlako, must be a very exciting moment. I mean, there have been very few South African artists who have actually won the Grammy.
Yes, indeed, Tipiso, you're quite right. I mean, he is among the Soweto Gospel Choir as well as Ladysmith Black Mambazo, who won their first Grammy in 1988. And we understand that his flight was a little bit delayed. He was meant to land at about 2100 hours, but I understand that that flight will be landing at about 9:45 this evening. But I mean, Tipiso, if you can just see, let's just take you through. A lot of people here, I think, here to welcome, Black Coffee. Obviously, a lot of excitement for the country. He is quite a popular artist as well in South Africa, and obviously also having gotten, that international acclaim. But we also know he obviously has also been playing in the international scene as well. I think there was a lot of excitement. You would have also remembered. We also saw congratulations coming in as well from the presidency as well, congratulating him, and also saying that Black Coffee as well, when he tweeted eventually saying he had not prepared the speech. I mean, he was up against other artists. I think he had been nominated and I suppose won for the best dance album, the best electrical dance album. But I mean, a lot of people out here, I think, waiting for the man of the moment. I see t-shirts as well. We're just going to go back this way. You see a lot of people wearing those t-shirts, I suppose also in celebration of Black Coffee, and I suppose the arrival here. We understand that we'll also be having Arts and Culture is also going to be coming to be welcoming him. The Minister of Arts and Culture, Mr. Nathi Maphumulo, as well as MEC Mbalim Mhlophe as well, is also here. I think they've already arrived actually to be giving that speech, and I suppose also welcoming and celebrating him and his achievements. Him saying that what he has achieved, I suppose, is to inspire the black child, so to say, this is possible. I mean, there have been other nominees for Grammys previously. Only, I think, Ladysmith Black Mambazo as well as the Soweto Gospel Choir having won. But we saw Miriam Makeba at one point was also nominated, as well as Johnny Clegg. Hugh Masekela was also a nominee. I mean, it's at that level, to be recognized, I think, quite a substantial achievement, and I suppose a celebratory moment for everybody that is here. Maybe let me just pull up these two. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good, thank you very much. I see you guys are donning the t-shirts.
Yeah.
So what made you come out here?
We felt like we have to come and celebrate one of our own for raising our South African flag internationally, for bringing a Grammy award. It's a big thing for us as a country.
Where are you guys from? Where did you come out from?
Originally, I'm from Soweto, Deep Blue. We have an organization. We are coming here as an organization. Yeah.
And what does this mean as a child growing up in South Africa, that you may one day also walk the footsteps that DJ Black Coffee has walked?
As a South African child, a black child, we feel like our flag is being flown high. We feel like throughout what we've been through as a country, with the president announcing that the lockdown is dismissed, it shows us what we can achieve, especially at the darkest hour in our lives. It makes us remember who we are, where we come from as a generation, as a black people as well, that we can achieve more than what the world expects from us. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You heard that, Tipiso. I mean, excitement, and I suppose also for every child that one day dreams to take up such a career as DJing, the possibility that they may also one day be nominated for, this one of the highlights of music awards in the world. And I mean, a big moment, I suppose, for South Africans, as you've heard, they're saying that what he has done has been to fly the flag high, Tipiso.
I mean, as you said, Mahlako, that looking at our track record as a country, of course, as you mentioned, Ladysmith Black Mambazo winning their first Grammy in 1988 was for Best Traditional Folk Album for Shaka Zulu. They won their next one, 2005. and another one in 2012, and only then did the Soweto Gospel Choir win for African Spirit, and another album, Blessed. So that was in the traditional world music category. And as you mentioned, our other well-known, world-revered exports, Oprah Hugh, Miriam, Johnny Clegg, and there are so many. I think Walter Kellerman himself was a nominee. Why is it? What are you hearing from those people who are saying this is a proud moment? Why is a Grammy Award so significant? Is it because it's alluded as a country that it's only now that the world is catching up to what we have to offer culturally, musically, etc., etc.?
As you know, Tapiso, that Black Coffee, the genre which he plays, which is more Afrocentric type of music, I suppose also that recognition that comes as not only as a country, but I suppose also as a continent, to be able to export that that talent and export it successfully, so, and to be able to successfully market what Africa has to offer, and especially at that helm of achievement in terms of the Grammys. I mean, we all know that most artists, that's what they aspire to one day be recognized at that world stage. And I suppose for him to do it in such a way and to be authentic to what he does, and to be not having lost his sound. I mean, we know that Black Coffee has been around for quite some time, and supposed to take that South African and also African elements of music, and be able to have people on world stages understand that, I suppose, and also be able to jam to that type of music. It is quite an achievement, and as we've heard the gentleman that I did speak to saying that for them it's quite a significant moment at this hour with everything that is going on, and saying at the darkest hour to be able to have something like this to celebrate. I suppose for many South Africans it is a moment of victory and a moment of celebration.
Thank you so much for that, Mahlako. We'll come back to you as and when he arrives. We're talking here about Nathi Innocent Sizwe Maphumulo, Black Coffee. He is expected to arrive, touchdown. I'm sure he might have landed already at OR Tambo International Airport after winning that Grammy Award. So President doffing his hat to him, saying thank you for putting the country on the map. He had that to say about Master KG not so long ago. During COVID-19, we had our own South African export our talent throughout the world. So the whole world was dancing to this. So great moment indeed for South Africa, for Africa.